Welcome back to Sports Desk right here on the Captain TV studios. Yes, today I have two amazing gentlemen with me on the show. By my left, I have Mr. Jide Oyekunle, the chairman of the NUJ FCT correspondent. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to Sports Desk.
Good afternoon, dearest.
Good afternoon. I also have Comrade Odion Musa. He is the NUJ team coordinator. Good afternoon and welcome to Sports Desk.
Good afternoon, dearest, and it's always good to be here.
Good to have you here. Now let's talk a bit about the ongoing Women's World Cup. Yes, it's no longer news. The Super Falcons defeated the Matildas of Australia 3-2 yesterday, and it was music to our ears. I mean, they made the entire nation proud. How does that make you guys feel as football lovers?
Well, look at what happened yesterday. To me, nobody gave these guys a chance before the tournament, and considering the controversy before the tournament that they were talking about the coach. But yesterday, the coach really proved himself. Yesterday, looking at how the tournament has been trying to bring these guests out, and they're looking at how our guests. I saw something yesterday. I saw the fights, the Nigerian spirit. We'll talk about the way you say Nigeria is when you're being hungry, when you see someone is hungry for victory. Look at when they scored us first. Look at how the girls replied that goal before the first half. That was just the eyes on the cake. And kudos to the coach and to the team. And I must commend the NFF at least for putting the house in order. At least they didn't allow what's transpired before the tournament to weigh those guests, and now those guests are looking like they're looking at someone that is looking towards. To me, if I see them in the final, I won't be surprised.
Yes, definitely. I won't be surprised if I see them in the final. Now, when they came into this tournament, they were not looking like the favorites. Everybody was tipping the likes of the United States of America, Brazil, even the English women. And it was all because of the controversy surrounding the NFF, Coach Waldrum, and the girls. But beyond reasonable doubt, they've, proven to us that they are the clear favorites right now. I don't think there's any team that can actually beat those girls.
Yeah, I think they made us proud yesterday, and Nigerians were so happy.
Yeah.
Because it has shown that our women, they are now breaking glasses, breaking ceilings, and breaking walls. Because they have made us proud, and they have proved that what men cannot do, women cannot do it better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So another way around. So I think what the Shola yesterday, I think she was the woman of
the match hero. Yes. Any thoughts on Oshola?
Yes, Oshola. Yes. In fact, it was yesterday. It was amazing. You can see it in her. To the extent that she wanted to even.
I know the highlight of yesterday.
Yes. So in fact, I commend the team, the coach, as well as the NFF, for giving them that chance and for bringing her in
the time
she entered.
Yeah.
It shows that referee actually knows exactly what he was doing.
You mean the coach?
The coach.
Okay.
So you keep the best for the last.
All right.
No, what Jide said, keeping the best for the last. So, yesterday it was just like it was the risk that the coach took yesterday, because I wish, let's say they scored, we couldn't turn around that goal before the first half. That would have been like us sitting back. But looking at how the player came out fighting strong, we're even thinking about people will even say that Oshola, is she fit? Is she going to play? Yeah. Even when she was not really happy sitting on the bench, because you and I know Oshola, when he played in Barcelona, he always want to start the game and he always want to be the face of the game, because he has everything that for a prolific striker of that kind of magnitude to when he's on the pitch, he always deliver. So Oshola is a kind of player that, looking at the way he came up from the Robo FC and the song, I call her the younger sister, Rashida Ajibadi, a very fantastic girl.
Yeah,
she was playing. She was seeing you were trying to soak those guys, hold them to their own half. Because at first we're not playing anything. That's the truth. Because there was always knocking our door. You can imagine for the first half, we could only get either two or one corner. Those guys were just throwing the balls, playing the passes during the game. We were just sitting back because the coach was trying to keep these players and see, but all in all, the team worked for the coach, and kudos to the coach. And he has proven himself that he's not that university coach just trying to say World Cup coach.
Yes,
what happened yesterday was just it was phenomenal. And I want them to build on what happened yesterday. And I want the coach to charge up and all these girls and they put them out. But for me, Oale winning the man of the match of yesterday. So people were saying Oshoala, but not even Oshoala. Oale was fantastic yesterday.
All right. Well, Arsenal's legend Ian Wright has urged the Nigerian Football Federation to please pay the Super Falcons the money they are being owed. Now, here's the talking point for me, because someone from, England.
So it's so
It's so embarrassing that he's the one urging the Nigerian Football Federation to please pay these girls, if not for anything, for giving us a beautiful game of football yesterday.
Well, I know that the NFF will do the needful, and I believe not paying them. I don't think is what the NFF, the president Sheo Guso led administration. Right, I believe is going to do better, and I believe this is one of the major tournaments he has come to meet right now ever since that he has been in the office of the NFF president, and we should give him time. He's just trying to settle down, but not paying those guys. Please pay those guys. But I don't think Wright should throw it out of proportion, because those guys are focused. We don't want any rancor on the camp.
Okay.
They should be focused and look for what they went there for. Let's say there was a purpose for them being there. Yes. Let them go there and break the record. That's the first thing first. Every other thing is second. But for me, they should, even if you pay them the money, what are they going to use the money to do there now, assistant? There's no, they are in the camp. So I know that NFF is keeping even big bag and baggage of even. Are you sure they are keeping? Sure, I believe in this NFF, this Gusu-led NFF, and I believe. Let's not talk about money right now. We are focused. We have there's a target.
I mean, if you say we should not talk about money, it's a bit controversial, because money is always.
I'm not saying they should not pay them, but right now these girls, they have a target right now to achieve. Let's put any other things aside and look at they are the one flying the country flag right now.
Yes.
And the way the country is going right now, people are not really happy, and these guys are trying to bring us together and make us happy. And I don't think this is the best time for us to talking about money. To pay them, I know that NFF will not owe their money, and what is going on right now. I believe even now as we are talking, even after that match yesterday, if it's the right for NFL, they should be having the alerts by now as we speak before the next match.
All right.
So I believe let not take it out of proportion. Not start to put rancor, maybe start making this guy to think.
I want to believe Ian Wright is coming from a place of love and pure love for the game of football, owing to the fact that so many people watch that game. Australia is a co-host nation.
Yes.
Everybody thought Australia would win the Super Falcons easily, but reverse was the case. And I saw on ESPN Sports they were analyzing the Super Falcons game, and they even termed it the best game so far in the tournament, and they are already tipping us to win the
World to me it's too early to it's too early to start.
Is it too early?
No, it's too early to predict. It's too close to call, because they have just started.
Yes.
We are still looking at those who are going to qualify to the
next round. Yes.
Okay.
So we need to.
Round of 16 is still there, so
I think it's too early.
It's too early. But is there any team in particular in the World Cup, in the current World Cup, that you think can give Nigeria a scare? Even
these Australians, they are not pushover. We just we're just
lucky.
We're not just really lucky, because actually I could take we're lucky, because I didn't believe all these Australian girls could converted their chances they were having at the first half. At least by the way, I don't think we would have come back. But kudos to Kanu and Ajibade, Oale. He talked about when the coach brought to shoreline. It shows that these teams they are still moving, they are still building, and bringing the Onome B at that time. To me, I don't see a Onome B impact on that team as it stands. But just that maybe because we're leading them to, so bringing Onome was just more of like to how to complete that. For me, for how to complete our caps, to increase our caps and at least create more history. She's just playing for. She's breaking record every match that she plays. She breaks every record right as she stands, because I don't see. We talk about this young lad. I didn't see Odega on that team yesterday.
No, that's a player.
We see Okwanozi was nowhere to be found, and those are the kind of girls that is a boss. We all know Okwanozi is a boss-to-boss attacker. When inside the pitch, he gives 100%. But now these guys are getting old.
I mean, maybe we are saving them for.
Not saving. Those guys are getting old. They're not young anymore. The NFL should be thinking at how to start replacing these girls right now. They're not getting young. Onome is 40 years. So talk about Odega. Talk about Okwanozi. So after this tournament, how many players will remain to the next World Cup. So they should start thinking about how to replace these girls with the young lads. So, and this team is not bad. It's a good team.
I feel like that's what the coach is doing, in my opinion, because he's benching the senior ladies and, you know, giving the likes of Majibade and Co a chance to play. I feel like they brought the likes of Desire Paranozi and Co to just assist them, you know, help them and, you know, train them.
No, in every team, you have those players that we call the experienced players.
Yes, and like, I think that's why Real Madrid keeps giving Luka Modric a one-year contract.
Yes, experienced player. And the experience of, we saw the magic touch of Oshoala yesterday. It shows that she's out of this world. Okay. The kind of touches, and when she came in, she was so composed. Yeah. Even the first touch that she got into the post, you saw how they buried the ball in the back of the net. So good those and the experience counts, and again, we should start thinking the other way around. All
right, let me ask you a question, Mr. Oyekule. Yeah, you were impressed by assistant Oshoala. Yeah, and she plays with the Barcelona Femenine now. Her fellow teammate Alexia Putellas is currently the best female player in the world. Do you think if Nigeria goes on to win this World Cup, she might take that crown from Alexia Putellas?
Yeah, with the way and with what we saw yesterday, I see her taking that title. Yeah, because, and you know what, yesterday the way she was, as in actually, everybody was so surprised with what happened yesterday. Okay. And it actually exhibited her skills, the professionalism. You understand? And what happened there is more or less like the fundamentals, the rudiments of the soccer yesterday. And that's exactly what she showed. And she has continued in that trajectory. I see her taking that crown.
All right. I also see her taking that crown. I'm sure you agree with him on this.
Sure. I'm very optimistic. Okay. I see her doing well and even taking that crown.
Well, let's not get too carried away. Let's relax a bit and, you know, what everything play out the way it should. But I am really excited about the girls, and I wish them all the best. I hope they go all out and bring this one home. Yes, enough of the Women's World Cup. Let's talk a bit about the tournament, the maiden tournament, as I would like to call it, that the NUJ has put together. Let's start with you, sir.
Yeah, the Nigerian Union of Journalists FCT correspondent chapter is organizing a football tournament, a maiden edition, and it's starting on August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And this tournament is bringing together about 9 organizations, the government organizations, security agents, and what have you. So we are having Nigerian Police. We're having Federal Road Safety Corps, and we are having NDLA, that's the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency. We're having Federal High Courts. We're having Nigerian Medical Association. We're having Nigerian Bar Association. Also, we are having Sport Writer Association of Nigeria, that's a SWAN, as well as Nigerian Union of Journalists. So this tournament is actually going to bring together all these organizations. It's going to bring the security agents under one roof and under one pitch, aiming to get the same objective. And the essence of this tournament is to strengthen our relationship, to have a collaboration, to have a synergy. Because, you know, this project Nigeria, it's not just only for one organization, it's not only for one person. So we are together, we are working in conjunction. All of us, we are all stakeholders. We are not just ordinary stakeholders. We are cornerstone of the project Nigeria. So we are using this tournament to strengthen the relationship, to strengthen to shape our relationship in order to work together as a stakeholder for the project Nigeria. So that is what this tournament is going to achieve, and it's going to start next week, August 3rd. We have 2 matches. Following day, that's August 4th, we have another 2 matches, and Saturday is the final that we're going to have a kind of a ceremonial event where the cups, the trophies, medals will be presented to the winning team. All
right. Well, is there money to be won?
Of course.
I want to know so I can put out my boots and come represent.
Yes. There's going to be kind of prize, a kind of a money, what do you call it? The prize.
We have prize money.
We have
for,
prize
yes.
money.
Okay.
You understand?
We have prize
For
money,
the
we have-
trophy,
yes.
for the person that, any team that emerge as the winner of that trophy. You know, sport is actually kind of a unifying factor.
Yes.
It's an integral part of the country that you can't just take sport, particularly football, away from the happiness of Nigerians.
Sure.
So we use it because, you know, sport speaks the language of everybody. So
It does.
it's an unifying factor that will bring us together as a stakeholders, because we, as a journalist, almost on daily basis, we come across security agents in the course of our duty, and in the process, we've had a lot of bickering, a kind of like a misunderstanding by commission or omission
Yeah.
that at times put us on each other's paths. So we want to use these tournaments to come together that, come, as a police officer, as a road safety officer working on the road, as an NDLA officer, I don't have anything against you. It's just in the course of the job. But if we use this particular tournament to bring ourselves together and know ourselves more better, I think it will go a long way.
It
So
will, definitely.
that is what this tournament is it stands to achieve.
Okay, well, it is an amazing thing coming from the NUJ. Yes, in a time where Nigeria is, you know, faced with so many difficulties, for a hike and so many other things, you know, surrounding the country, I think we need a bit of an excitement.
Yes,
in our life.
let me come in here because
All right.
looking at let's say the tension we have right now in Nigeria, we're trying to move away from that, and a tournament of this magnitude is like a way forward. We want also to cement a relationship and bring the tension down. You know, one thing about Nigerians, they what speak one language is football, and bring everybody together. Even see what happened yesterday when the Super Falcons were playing yesterday. You see everybody were on one shoes. The goal was like, let's win. Let's protect this our flag, our green, white, green.
Sure.
Let's win for this nation. That is what we're talking about, because that is what the government, I urge the government to invest more on sports, because when it comes to a teamwork, it doesn't know it doesn't know no boundaries, no religion, no we are all equal when it comes to. So I believe I will urge them to do more in terms of supporting sport activities, coming and host tournaments, because that's way it's a way to dancing the tension and make us united and bring the country to one face. Because we all know way back in we talk about the Olympics, the 1996 Olympics.
Yeah.
We saw what the country won, when we beat so many countries there, even Brazil. Nigeria was
and
just
Argentina
one.
too.
It was just the goal was Nigeria. You are in Nigeria. You are in Nigeria. It was even up to today we've not surmounted that. That's what that tournament has brought to this country, and ever since. And I will still urge the government to do more in terms of sports, because sport is a unifying factor.
Yeah.
It made that will bring everybody together. Like you saw what happened yesterday. Nobody's talking about the fuel crisis anymore. Nobody talking about it. It was just like let's win.
Sure.
That is what we are trying to do. That's what this tournament is trying to portray again, and to bring everybody together. Both the journalists, you and I, we are all journalists, and we are on the feed. We are doing our assignment. At times we get harassed by some security agents doing their own job too. But at times, let's come together. Let's have that synergy, that relationship together. We are just trying to build a relationship. And from now, this is just the first edition, and from this maybe next will be coming with the second edition. Because then we'll be bringing all us on deck so that we'll bring it together. So the one thing we must preach in Nigeria, we need to preach peace. We need to be together.
Yes.
For us to achieve something good. So I believe a tournament like this is doing that already. And I will urge every fans, if you know you're in Abuja, to head down to the Old Parry Ground, so that where we're having the event, I will be playing. So I want to come and watch me play live. Even the chairman will be playing, and other journalists and other security agencies and the Nigeria Bar Association, NMA, and all that. I believe this will bring peace and there will be unity to the country.
Yeah, it will definitely bring. You want to
taking place at Old Parry Ground, Area 10, at the football field there. And I want to say this before we round up. You know, during the last election,
Yeah.
the election actually brought a lot of kind of misfeelings, disunity, a kind
Yes.
of profiling, ethnic profiling. So, we want to, and since then, you know, this government has, since they have settled down, and then I want to use this opportunity to tell the Nigerian government to embark on fence mending mission. Fence mending mission, because there is need to heal the wound.
Yes.
There is need to heal the psychological wounds. There is need to heal the emotional wounds of Nigerians
Right.
as a result of what the last election has caused. It still remains fresh in the minds of many Nigerians. So, as we have said, the tournament is just to, we are using it to build respect, to build that friendly relationship among ourselves, among these organizations. The next tournament, which is, this one is just a maiden edition. The next one, tournament is going to be more than this. The number of participating organizations, we are going to increase the scope, the number of people that will be participating in it. So we are using this opportunity to tell the Nigerian government to embark on that fence mending mission using football across the country.
Sure.
So that's why the fact that we are having, particularly at this critical time, when the country is passing through a whole lot of issues now.
Yeah.
So I think that is the area that I want to come in. And this time around, you know, Nigerian Union of Journalists, our team, we have started training since about 6 months ago.
Okay.
Because of this tournament.
You've also been training
and
with us?
yes,
Yes.
and we are going there not to do anything, but we want to teach them the fundamentals. We want to teach them the rudiments. We want to teach them the principles of the soccer. That is exactly what we are going there to do.
Right.
Because I learned that the police have threatened to arrest anybody that enter into their box 18, and as well as the
And even seize your ball.
Yes, so they said they are going to arrest anybody that enter into their box 18. But we are not going to do anything, but just to teach them the rudiment and the fundamentals of the soccer.
I'm sure you'll be leading the attack.
Sure.
While you teach them the lesson.
Yeah, that's he's my captain, and I must commend him, and he's did a good job. And again, putting this tournament together is not just an easy thing to do.
Okay.
I understand, but what he has been doing, and we are all following his part, because when you have a working someone that knows what he's doing and trying to bring everybody on board, you have to sit up, you have to sit right. So he's doing the right thing. And again, me, many people know my face here in Abuja, and I'm not trying to exaggerate. I believe having me at the front of the pack for my association, I believe I'm going to make them proud, and I'm going to score more goals. Like what Shola did, I'm going to do more than that.
All right. Well, I'll be definitely looking forward to this one, and I'm hoping to, come watch you play.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll be scoring more than
Yeah,
even Haaland.
you guys are all welcome.
I'm sure Haaland will be learning from you.
It's open. Nobody's paying any dime. It's free. Just come to Old Parade Ground, Area 10. From the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we'll be having this tournament. It's going to all park filled with excitement and activities coming your way. So just sit down, relax, and enjoy this
I
program.
mean, will there be refreshment for people who want to come and watch?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's going to be refreshments. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be a lot of small chops. There's going to be a lot of food.
Okay,
A lot of
because that's
things
what
is going to
Nigerians want to
happen.
hear
Yes.
right now.
So no, we cannot bring people to that place without actually making any provision for them. Do you understand? So there's going to be drinks. There's going to be small chops. There's going to be foods. So if that one,
and let me not forget,
and the tournaments will be attended by the government officials, dignitaries, football enthusiasts, as well as diplomats and the top senior journalists across the whole country.
Okay.
They will be at these tournaments.
And I must commend the FCTFA chairman for work well done, for giving us Area 10 pitch to use. It's not easy, and again, giving us that pitch for free. So I must commend the FA chairman, and being someone that really likes sport and is really doing well with the FCTFA chairman, the FCTFA football tournament here in FCT is doing well. And Mukhtar, I must commend you for job well done, at least for supporting the journalists, at least, and everybody that come on board to support us. We all say thank you.
All right, you've heard it all. Any final words before we end the show?
Yeah, our final word is that Nigeria Medical Association, Nigeria Bar Association, Federal High Courts, Nigerian Police, Federal Road Safety Commission, NDLA, and Sport Writer Association. So they should watch out for Nigerian Union of Journalists because team correspondence is going to defend the trophy.
All right.
And we are not taking it lightly.
Okay, thank you so much. But before we go, like you all said, the legend himself, the late Nelson Mandela, said it all, that football has the power to unite the entire, not just the nation, the world. And a time where Nigeria, is faced with so many difficulties, I hope football can actually, bring smile to our faces. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you, Mr. Oyekunle, yes, and you, Mr.
Thank you,
Odio.
Jairus.
Yeah, thank you, Jairus, for having us.
All right, thank you so much, guys.